Huh. Oh, I did exactly what I didn't want to do, which was blow coffee on my drawing by just breathing real hard. Well, that's great. No one will notice. It's gonna make it better. It's gonna make my drawing better. Just gonna mess around. I think for this session, I'm gonna mess around area. I spent about 15 minutes earlier on this area. I don't like how what's happening here, so we'll fix. Anyways, it's gonna work in this area by adding like this green here in small spots. And I might change it as time goes on. Slowly, just slowly building it up. I have a tendency of pressing too hard early on, and oh great, there we go. The heater kicked on. That's exactly what you want to hear. A live stream is the heater kicking on. Well, at least you know that I'm warm. So if you're worried about me being cold, you're not like, oh man, I hope this guy's not cold. Hope he's not doing a live stream cold. That would not be cool. He's going to be all warm and toasty when he's getting this live stream. I don't know if this is the right green though. It feels like it's kind of like a more earthy brownish green as we go up a little bit. So we're gonna try doing that. So it's a little bit darker. Just kind of what I'm really doing is I'm kind of like rolling. I'm moving my pastel kind of like small semicircles to kind of end the color from the previous color below this. So there's a little bit of green on top on the paper right now that I'm blending in a little bit. So I'm kind of scribbling, I guess. I've talked about this in the past where I'm just scribbling the color into there. Honestly, though, I am not feeling too. I feel like I might need to after this like live stream. I might have to sit down for a second. My stomach is not. It is not agreeing with me. It's not a happy camper. My stomach, that is. I need a brown or an orange Or brown and orange and a little bit green. So we're just gonna add, we're gonna bring down some orange over here. Because over here it feels good. It's not this color, but it's not like a it's not green. So just gotta kind of fiddle with it. See what kind of comes. Just add a little bit of color. Add a little bit of green on top of it. See, I don't know if that was a good choice at all, actually. That's usually what happens, is you have to kind of play it around with your colors. And see what kind of works out, you know? You also kind of have to get used to the idea of working in one spot for multiple times. Ah, man, thanks. That is a bridge. It's supposed to be a bridge. Yeah, I don't know. I started out okay this morning and then now I'm feeling, it's not feeling well. I don't know what it is. It might be the coffee. Maybe hitting the wrong spot. I don't know, but or it could be something else. You know, you ever like you're doing nothing, or you're doing something, and all of a sudden you can feel like something kind of creeping in. Like you're like, wow, I'm starting to not feel good for no reason. And then like hours, I'm definitely not good. I'm definitely not feeling good. Something is definitely up. It's not like when you wake up one morning, you're just aggressively vomiting in the bathroom. It's more like it's a slow creep. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm starting to feel, you know, your hands start to get clammy. Your head's not getting hot, but it feels like chills, like you're getting kind of chills, I guess. Like, man, what's going on? Then hours and hours later, you're laying down in bed because you aren't feeling too good, or you ate something bad and now you have food poisoning. I hope that's not the case. I don't want that. That's definitely not what I don't want. Um, my main thing is I don't know how detailed, the photo I have is not really detailed. I want the viewer to know that this bottom half is the reflection, and then this top half is not. This is the right side up, right? So I want to make sure that this is not the reflection, and this is the reflection. And I guess what it kind of boils down to is the top is going to have more crisp, like mark making, and then this is going to be more subtle, softer. So I'm going to be doing a lot more like blending with my fingers or blending with the pastels. So I'm going to be the pastels in this area, because doing that helps kind of blend the colors together. And so I'll do that. It gives the impression that, hey, this is a reflection. At least that's my intention. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. This area right here shouldn't be black. I should probably make it kind of like grayish, dark gray, kind of like what's happening over here, maybe. But yeah, I'm just trying to go slow because I don't want I would say aggressive or assertive. I don't want to be overly assertive or overly aggressive with how I'm applying my marks on the paper. I've found in the past that can kind of backfire. So I'm trying to avoid that at this moment and just go really slow. Go slow with the application of color, it is slower with the application of color. Is this the right? Oh. I'm getting things mixed up. Getting things mixed up right now. I'm all out of sorts right now. I'm kind of messed up. I don't know what I'm doing. So a good little way to blend your colors is to kind of just spin them around. Just like swirl them on top of the previous layer. So that they kind of, I guess you would, it's the same way you would blend your your pencil drawings or your charcoal drawings, I guess. That's about the, they're very similar. This small area needs to be brighter, but it also needs to be. So I put a layer of blue underneath, so that when I apply this lighter blue on top, in theory, it doesn't really seem to be doing that. It kind of makes it a little dark, actually. Wasn't wanting that to happen. But it's going to be fine. Well, it's going to be fine. You don't want to get too upset. If you think that you make a mistake, don't fret it. You know, especially on drawings like this where they're pretty forgivable. You know, it's not like a comic drawing or like one of those. It's not those fancy anime or manga drawings that you see doing, where you have to have like really clean lines, and your coloring has to be on point. You can kind of be a little bit more. Over here, it's in this approach is a little bit more forgiving, and that's kind of nice. Knowing that, it's kind of nice having that knowledge where if you'll be all right. I might just have to put like direct white in this area to really bump it up. So I'm blending blue on teal or like light green. I don't know if it's the right choice, but I think it's a good kind of like base layer, I guess. So about 30 minutes of this. I think I got about 15 more minutes. Oh my gosh, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Oh my, that feels like a long time. It really does. Um, it might be because I'm tired. It feels. You never know, like it feels. Gosh, it feels like when you have to something, or you have to you have to do something, and you don't want to do it, and you know how long it's going to take, and then that entire time that you're doing that thing, you're like, oh, I cannot. It's like going to work, and your shift ends at 8 o'clock at night, or 6 or 5 or whatever it is. If you let's say you have a 9 to 5, right? Like you have a 9 to 5, and your actual shift at 5 o'clock. That last like 15 minutes can often feel like an hour, or the last hour feels like the last 4 hours, because um, maybe the last 15 minutes of your work, it's the slowest. Sometimes business tends to slow down, you know, and maybe that slowdown makes those last 15 minutes feel really long. What happened to that green? I had a green here that I was using. That was just. Anyways, now I'm all mixed up. This was not the green I used. That was not the green I used. Was it this one? Oh yeah. This is the green I was using in this area, because it was kind of popping through. Just going to add a little bit of this green in this area, even though that might not be the right choice. I just feel like this green is kind of not prominent, but it's definitely present in this small little part. I don't know why, but it's present. It is present. All right. Man. Not my morning. What colors? I'm looking. What kind of colors do I want to blend here? Do I want to blend this teal a little bit into this blue area over here, and then maybe over here, and then go over it with some blue again? I think I'll put some teal in this small area. It feels small area. There's a little bit more of this color. Well, not necessarily this specific color, but the water's not blue. It's got a little bit of greenish tone to it. So I'm going to add some of that greenish tone into it in this area. Kind of put that in this small spot here. Again, what I'm trying to do is kind of do like small little circles to kind of blend in with the blue below it. That's what I'm doing. And if I don't like it, I always add a little bit of blue on top of it, or I can erase it. Yes. Hey, thank you. But I don't really tend to erase. I'm not a big person. I'm not a big eraser guy. So I tend to not erase a lot of my drawing, or repair my drawings with erasing. I think maybe I'll just bring down this teal over here. Put this teal down here, and then I don't know. We'll just mix it together slowly. Perhaps that's what I need to do, and then on top of it with another color, purple or black, or maybe a dark gray. I don't know. We're all up in the air right now. I think next session won't be today, but like I think next session will be somewhere around here. I'll kind of work in this area because I put a little bit more. I put some time in this area. I think I need to move to this area and see where it takes me, um, and see where I'm seeing new colors. And then sometimes when I come back to a drawing or I start seeing different colors or see something that I missed the previous time, you know? And so that's what I'm trying to do is kind of just keep moving around, you know? But I want to keep moving around for about 8 more minutes or so, and then I think that'll make 45 minutes for this drawing for the day, for today. And I might continue on for another 15 outside of a live, but I think I might need to take an actual break or something. It might be because I have not gotten up at 5 o'clock in the morning for a while, or it might be something else. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of tired. This area is kind of bluish purple with a little bit of teal. I keep saying teal, like, look at all this teal here. Oh my gosh. Then down here, yellow. I feel like it's kind of yellowish or brown, yellow brown, like a brownish yellow. Maybe some hints of orange. It's hard to tell. It really is. Because it's not like you have a computer telling you what these colors are. And it's not like would be the best choice anyways. You want to kind of have a little bit of a feeling, and you want to kind of use some of your experience, and you want to have a little bit of you want to have unexpected results in some areas. Or at least, that's not necessary. I'm not saying that you want that and everything, but like, little surprises that have happened along the way. Like, oh, I really like how that turned out. I don't know how I did that, but I like how it turned out, You want to have a little bit. Like a lot of these YouTubers and these artists that tell you how to do things, sometimes things just kind of not necessarily accidentally happen, but like just by repetition, a happy accident happens. Like a just little mistake that you made on the drawing, and you didn't intend for it to be a mistake. You actually tried, but the way that maybe you sneezed, or maybe you weren't paying attention fully, and you made it on that area, and you're like, wow, that really made an interesting mark there, and I didn't expect that to have that effect. And then you try to recreate it, and you really can't, You're like, man, I don't think I'm going to get that to happen again. At least not on this drawing, And that's just how it works. At least that's what I think. I don't know. That could be wrong. And then maybe a break will be in order. Maybe I might jump the gun a little bit and fill up this area, or put some color in. What I might do is after this live streams, I might spend some time messing with my palette, because all my colors are all messed up. They're all in disarray. There's no order, rhyme, or reason to where going. And it really helps to have your colors, your palette, working for you and not against you. You don't want your palette everywhere. Anyway, I guess I digress. Yeah, I think I might spend a little bit of time instead of 15 minutes of drawing, 15 I might spend like 15 minutes of organized palette for a minute. That way, when I come back tomorrow, I'll have everything kind of set up. Because sometimes you can kind of, if all your art materials are disorganized, you can and in disarray, it kind of makes it harder for you to focus on the task and your work done. And if you're spending, hey, how you doing? If you're spending all your time palette, is this a gray? If you're spending all that time fixing your palette, instead of making your work, doing your work, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna. So over here, this is a photo of a photo. So this person gave me a photo of the photo. It's not a scan. It's a photo of the photo. I don't know if some of these marks, these things here, is like reflection of the photo. Yo, how you doing? And since I don't know if that's the case, I have to take this some of the actions that I'm taking with a grain of salt. So like this area right here, I don't know if that's like the reflection of the glass, or if that's actually what's happening on the water here. And I don't know if that's the case. So I don't think I'm going to put that in there. I started to do it, and I don't know if that's the right choice. Maybe I might do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to think about it, or not even think about it. Maybe next time, this tomorrow, I will. It will happen more intuitively. You know, maybe, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I know I keep saying. I guess we're so used to our people being so like positive with every choice that they make in their drawing, or every choice that they make. Everyone online knows everything. Everything they do, everything that they say is said in like this of like authority. Like, oh, I know. And I always come off as like, well, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure of which way I want to go with drawing, or whether or not this is the right way to pursue the drawing. All I know is I am not going to use whatever this is. I'm not going to use this ever again. I did some research on it. It's called a channel marker, and it's meant to make like permanent marks on your drawing, or to remove marks in your drawing, because it's kind of like waxy. And my grid lines with it, and now they're kind of popping through behind the drawing, and they're just there. And I'm not going to be able to. There's no way for me to hide them. I might be able to add color on top, kind of blend it out of the way, but I couldn't erase them. I did some research. They said that you could erase it, and kind of, sort of, but not really. You can kind of sort of erase it, but you can't really erase it well. Anyways, I'm gonna just make a few marks here. We're at the 30-minute mark. After I make a few marks here, I'm probably going to head out for a minute. Swap out my coffee. My coffee's cold now because the place, my studio's cold. It's kind of chilly. All right, I think that's it for the day. I think what I'm gonna do after that is I'm gonna, as you can see, my palette here is mixed up. I need to sort these so that they go like blue, green, purple, and so forth. I think I might do that after this live stream. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.